that was a nice hour flight. I was chilling. Like the flight was $100. The
I
room
mean,
was like,
Las Vegas would be shorter for you.
what it?
Yup.
But because I would be traveling what, against the wind, or traveling against? Fucking stop, stop. I'll be
What does
traveling
the wind have
against.
to do with it?
Um,
Wind can come from all directions,
stop,
Mike.
stop it. Oh, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of Gaming Sagacity. I'm Michael, aka Freakweasel.
And I'm Brandon, aka ReconviperTV.
Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to episode 12. We got a couple of good things for you guys. So just a couple of good things for you guys today. Um, I mean, start out with the one and only World of Warcraft, right? Right? I mean,
Yeah,
come on. World of Warcraft heritage armor is coming out for what, humans and orcs?
that's what I
Do they
read, yeah.
actually? Do they? Do you know when they get released?
Let me see. WoW Heritage Armor.
Because I mean, we made a joke about it, about just logging in for. Oh, we would have to buy the game too.
I don't think we would
Logging
have to
in for.
buy the Dragonflight expansion for it. I don't think so.
We wouldn't.
I don't think so. Oh. Yeah. New quest is available for level 50 and up. So yeah, it's live.
Oh,
You have to be exalted,
well, yeah.
and then yeah.
Anything else?
So think I think you have to get to level 60, or maybe it's just a quest line. I don't know. Would be interesting to find
Hmm.
out.
It would be interesting. Do they actually look decent though? They actually do kind of look decent. I could get behind
I
them. I
mean,
could get behind both
I
of them.
mean honestly though, I'm looking at these. They're just reskins of like
Well,
different armor in the game.
everything's a reskin.
Yeah, but like the shoulders are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The eagle on the shoulders, that's new.
Pop up. We're gonna have to pop up a photo on screen for you guys of this.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
We'll do it after, but
And I can do it right now.
just do it
Loop.
in post.
And
Who's they
then
covering up? Both of us.
me. So there's the humans, and then there's the orcs.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, so that's cloth. That's that. What is that? That's mail or is that
Mail and
plate?
plate, yeah.
I'm wondering what leather looks like. That would be my question.
Probably the same as mail.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the eagle on the shoulder. That's a nice touch. That's definitely a nice touch for humans. For orcs, though, the skull on the male, or skulls on all of them. I didn't realize that. That's crazy, man. I do like that orcish armor though.
Honestly, out of these, I'd probably do a orc.
Oh yeah, I mean out of all the heritage armor, like they have some good sets. My favorite has to be either Dark Iron Dwarf or the Coltirans are actually pretty good. They look like little hunters. Um, Mechanomes, man, they're too small. Void Elves, yeah. Out of all of them, definitely, definitely, Blood Elf and Dark Iron Dwarves. Those are that's my shiz.
Yeah,
I
I
do
have
I
I
do
have a
like
Dark Iron Dwarf.
I do like how the Worgens are they have little top hats. They have little top hats for theirs. But yeah, Heritage Armor, I mean, they came out with what was the first Heritage Armor? It was gnome
Dwarves.
was it dwarves and blood elves? Something like that.
Mm,
It was
something
amazing
like
that
that.
they brought out
And
that Heritage
Torn,
Armor.
maybe? Yeah, I think it was maybe Torn and Dwarves, and then
Horn and dwarves.
something like that. I know they did Heritage Armor for the, yeah, the Void Elves, like all the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So High
Mm.
Mountain Torn, Void Elves,
Dude, void
and
elves are
what
my
was the other
shiz,
one?
bro.
What was the other one?
There's a lot. There
Yeah,
was
so there was four. It
Kieran,
was
Void
two on each side. It was Dark Iron Dwarfs, Void
High
Elves,
Mountain,
High
High
Mountain
Mountain,
Torn, and what's the other one? Nightborn.
Nightborn.
They did all four of those at the same time.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just the two Sith. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
and then they did dwarves,
They do
regular
dwarves.
dwarves, and then something else. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do in World of Warcraft. There's a lot of things in WoW that I think it's just because we played it for so many years, we're tired of it. I don't know. Why are you tired of WoW? I mean, I'll tell you my reason. I mean, we've went into this reason multiple times.
Because it's the same.
Shit. I don't know. A lot of games nowadays are the
That's,
same
I mean,
shit.
that's
I think
true. I can't.
I
It's
think
hard to
it's
say that
because it
because
is the same. I think it is because it's the same, and we've been doing that same for so many years with
yeah,
no quality of life.
because Destiny has a lot of gameplay loops like that are the same,
Yeah,
but
go out, do this, go out, kill this guy.
yeah. So I don't know. I maybe just third person MMOs are not like what I enjoy anymore. Maybe I don't know.
I feel it because you've been to Destiny and Tarkov recently, so FPS might be your thing now.
Well, I mean, FPS has always been my favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah,
WoW was just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
yeah. My whole thing with like the repetition and whatnot, it's like it drains me now.
I think you know what I think it is. I think
Hmm.
I don't like the fact that they're time gating content. Like,
Yeah, I could see it.
so there were some things in Shadowlands that I enjoyed that most people didn't enjoy. I actually really enjoyed Torghast because you could
Oh, Torghast was amazing.
just it was just a lot of fun. You could make your character super powerful and just clear mobs and stuff.
Oh, as a hunter,
But
bro, it was crazy.
they literally the only reason I could see them the reason why they do this is because they were just trying to keep people playing for longer. But there was literally
Yeah,
content locked behind weeks. So you could you would quest up to a certain point, and the only way to do anything else in the expansion was to do dailies, and you would just basically log in, do your dailies, and get off. There was nothing else to do. You couldn't
yeah.
like grind. You couldn't do anything. So you'd sit there and you'd basically be a job. You just log in for like an hour or two,
Do
get your
your
dailies done,
dailies.
maybe do a
It's
couple
like a
tour
part
gas
time,
things, to run some dungeons, get some gear, and then that like it was just
and then you're done.
repetition, repetition, repetition.
I don't know. I do like some of the stuff that they did with the heritage armor, but like you said, I mean the repetition is just it's
You
not
know,
there for us
you
anymore.
know what I think the problem is with video games now?
Oh god, we're getting on this. Yeah, what?
I think the problem is that because streamers, that's all they do. Um, Streamers or people who literally don't have to do very much for income, do they just play video games all day? They grind the
We can't
content.
say that. We cannot say that.
What?
That they do very little. We cannot say that. Both me and you tried to do Twitch. We failed.
Well, no, I mean like just I'm not talking about streamers specifically, just people who play the game all day, every day.
Oh yeah.
They've made it seem like people can do that, so more people are just playing the game, and they have got like WoW, for example. They're
I think
playing
it's
so
more.
much of it. They're showing the people
Yeah.
who are making the game that people fly through the content. So now they're time gating content. I think that's what it is.
I can understand that now. Yeah. I definitely feel that I don't know. There's not a lot of games that time gated content though.
To an extent, yeah. I think WoW, like Blizzard's really bad about it though.
Well, yeah, Blizzard's bad about a lot of stuff. Keep their hands to their fucking selves. That's one of them. The video games right now, it's a good and a bad thing. When you look at stuff like PlayStation, Xbox, I don't know. I think it's just those two actually that do it. I don't know that Steam does it, but it's basically you buy PlayStation Plus, you buy Xbox Game Pass, and you get all these games. Sorry, all of these games for $9.95. Whatever the case may be. And like PlayStation, after 3 months, you get brand new games that have recently come out. Or if you're like Xbox, they're day one exclusive for Game Pass. It's just I like them because I use them. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you have to think if you look at PlayStation, right? PlayStation has all Assassin's Creeds, all Far Cries. It's all Ubisoft games they have. Xbox has well, hopefully not. They I don't see why they would. But like they recently just picked up Call of Duty and all these other games. Do I think that they're gonna make it exclusive? No.
Are
They
they?
said that they're not going to.
It was a while back when what was it? Oh, Microsoft buying Blizzard or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
It's
Weren't
Microsoft
they
buying
weren't
buying Activision Blizzard, yeah.
weren't they going to make it so Game Pass was tied in with your WoW subscription?
I did not hear anything about that.
Yeah, because I remember WoW being on like the teaser for what Game Pass is gonna become. Like it's gonna be one of the
Yes.
games. And I like is that including the subscription? Because I don't remember. I don't think they said anything more. They just had WoW on the list. So
I
is that just the like latest expansion, and
Well,
you
let's look
still
at
have to
this
pay?
financially. Let's look at this financially, right? We're gonna get the financials. Would you rather have one person buy an expansion every year, or would you rather have one person buy subscriptions every year, not including uh, the but then you have to take into account, well, not everybody is going to buy a subscription because people that play the game for, X amount of hours every day can get enough gold to buy the subscription. So how much? So I guess would you rather have one? Would you rather have the like majority of players right now? What are you looking up? What are you looking up? What numbers are you looking up? I see you typing. What are you doing?
If the deal ends up going through, several high-profile franchises could be expected to come to Game Pass. Although some are worried about franchises becoming console exclusives in the future. Adding
Well,
games
yeah,
like Call of
Bethesda.
Duty, Diablo, and World of Warcraft to Game Pass would provide undeniable value to the subscription service.
Okay. So let's
So,
do what was the Dragonflight,
yeah.
right? That's the most recent one. Um Okay, estimated 20, 225 mil. Okay. So, and how much is Dragonflight right now?
Should be 50 for basic.
50. So 50 times. What did I say?
I don't know.
225 mil.
That's their concurrent players right now.
That's their active player count. Let's do concurrent. Uh, 2.6 mil. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Oops. 2.6 million. So we're looking at $130 million, okay? Right? 130 mil? Give or take, whatever. How much is a yearly WoW subscription?
If you buy it,
I have it open right now.
if you have it,
Boom,
I think
boom.
it's $12.97 per month for 12 months if you buy all 12 months. Or something like that.
Is $12.99 per
Yeah.
month. So you get 77.94.
Most people don't do that though. Most people do the $15 a month, so I would probably
Okay, so
factor that in.
let's say $15, so $14.99 a month times 12 months. You're looking at $179.
I mean, it's not a lot of
Oh,
money over the
it's
course of a year, but
77 for 6 months. That's what it is. Okay, so 179 times the, what was it, 26 mil? Technically, you would want to go the subscription route. So would it be nice for them to bring Dragonflight to Game Pass? Bring, bring the actual game to Game Pass? Sure, sure. I'm more than fine with that.
well,
Don't
that's
get me
why
wrong.
that well, they could easily do this where you get the value. Say they add all these Blizzard games to Game Pass, right? And
Yeah.
they would in order to get the games, you just pay the ultimate. So instead of paying the $10 a month for like regular Game Pass, you get all
Oh
of these
yeah.
extra games for like
How much
15 or
is?
$20 a month.
I want to see how much Game Pass,
It's
because
$10 a
you have
month
to,
or 15 a month for Ultimate right now.
15 for Ultimate. There's so many good games on Game Pass too. Ah,
Now there weren't before, and they also added an EA, so
they did add an EA.
you get a
Yeah,
lot of stuff.
PlayStation versus Xbox. You have to do EA versus Ubisoft. Which one do you like more? It's like, fuck. If you're looking for first-person shooters, yeah, Far Cry versus Battlefield. I mean, come on. I'm choosing Battlefield.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I
Well,
love
because
Far Cry.
Far
I love
Cry is
Far
more
Cry.
PVE, and then Battlefield's more
Yeah.
PvP. I'm actually really upset that they didn't add a campaign to 2042.
Yeah.
Like, it's a Battlefield game, bro. That Battlefield is literally known for some of the best campaigns. Same as Call of Duty and Call of oh
Yeah.
the Call of Duty campaigns haven't been bad, but like
Yeah, they weren't that bad. Yeah, I don't, but like I also have to, I say PlayStation wins when you look at Ubisoft versus, because you got Rayman, you got Assassin's Creed, you got Ubisoft. EA got what? Battlefield and Madden? Please. I win those every day.
you win those
Ubisoft,
every day.
I win those every day. Ubisoft is crazy, man. Like, they're coming out with Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. That is one that I'm not. They're going back. They're going back to how I liked it, how everybody likes it. I think it's weird though, because we got used to the RPG style in the Assassin's Creed games. Have you played any of the Assassin's Creed games or no?
Just like most of the first one.
Most of the first one. Yeah, they're going back to the style that the first one was like, where it's like, there's no points. There's no, oh, I have to make sure this is higher level than this one. Oh, I like this weapon, but I have to throw it away because we can't use that one. I don't know. I started it was the same system with well, we started playing, what was it? Uh Wildlands. But it's not Wildlands, it's Breakpoint. Breakpoint is the newest one of the Tom Clancy series. And they have two different modes. They have like the immersive mode, and then they have the ghost experience mode or some shit like that, and then they have something else. And
In
when
Breakpoint?
in Breakpoint, and then so basically one of them is, hey, you have all the rarities: gray, green, blue, orange, and on top of that, you have to make sure your item level is high enough to do certain missions. Or you just X-nay both of those out and you just pick up whatever gun you want. There's a damage stat and a range stat and all these fire rate stat, all these different stats. But you don't have like the rarity of, hey, you can't use this gun because it's out of your item level. I like that. I like that. I don't like the whole.
They must have just
There's
added that. I
games.
don't remember that.
That's. I loaded it in the game, and that was the first one thing that got brought up was
Hmm.
them being like, "Hey, you want a true ghost mode?" And there's like certain settings that you can tweak in it that are like
I
the
wonder.
true ghost
I
mode.
I wonder if they fixed the bugs that I encountered when I was playing Breakpoint, because
I
they were.
mean,
It was so game breaking that I had to stop playing.
but like, what was it?
The biggest thing I remember was the missions were completely open, um, to like you could go do the last mission like right at the
Well,
beginning.
I don't think that that's. I mean, the world's still open, but I don't know whether or not it's like that anymore. I don't. I couldn't see a way that they could fix that, without re-releasing a game.
Well, no, they all. That's the thing I liked about Wildlands is like you could go into other zones and like do some
Yeah,
side missions, but you had to go through the campaign linearly,
yeah,
and I like that. Like I like the ability to go wherever I wanted to, but in order to progress the story, I had to.
and not affect the game.
Yes. And then the other thing was the markers for the quests would basically like lead
Hop
you.
around.
Yeah, like they didn't lead you to the right place every time.
Hmm.
Like
I've
you.
only had a couple of markers, and they've led me to the correct place.
Okay. It
So I don't
wasn't
know.
like every mission, but there were some missions
Yeah.
that like literally I had to look on YouTube, where is this mission located? Because it's leading me over here, and that's not where the mission
How many
is.
months ago did you play it?
It was a while. It was a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have added a couple of things. They that's free with PlayStation as well. By the way, the PlayStation game, I think I already told you, was um the what was I talking about? Sorry.
PlayStation game something.
PlayStation game. I mean, I've already told you Battlefield 2042 is on there. Um, but they came out with um the new Horizon Zero Dawn is already on there.
On the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I think it's because that game didn't do well on paper
Well, I know
compared to the
Humble
first
Bundle
one.
this week is doing Gotham Knights.
I don't know. Is that a new one or is that
Gotham Knights is yeah, it's a new one that it follows like Batgirl. It has all the sidekicks. Batgirl, Red Hood, uh what are the other ones? Nightwing, and there's one more. Oh, and Robin. and it follows all four of them, and you can play as any four of them. That one didn't do good because the PlayStation, Xbox, I think the average frame rate they would get was 26 frames per second on like performance mode. I don't know if they fixed it yet.
I heard a lot of people having problems like that on Hogwarts.
Um, if you play on performance mode, you're good. But like if I played on like it's called Fidelity or something like that. It's like Fidelity or Fidelity with like rays on or something like that,
Ray
ray
tracing?
tracing on. Then you get like it probably averages out to about 20 to 30 frames per second.
I mean, that's pretty across the board with ray tracing,
Yeah.
and a lot, like, unless you have like a super high end computer, ray tracing is not really feasible if you want to like carry a high frame rate.
Yeah, they I don't know. Hogwarts Legacy, I need to play a little bit more of it.
I guess it depends on the resolution you're playing at too, though.
That is true. I mean, I was just playing on my monitor. But ye old trusty. I need to clean my monitor too. Has spit stains on it.
Spit stains.
Yeah, bro. For me yelling at you guys. Listen here, you fucks. Um, yeah, I mean, me and you have been playing a lot of Destiny too. Uh, Lightfall just came out. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
So far, I'm enjoying
And
it.
what is so far?
Well, I mean,
About how many
I'm
missions are you in?
only I'm in like maybe 10 missions in.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I'm not. Uh, I kind of want to play Titan and see how the Titans strand. I'm not completely impressed with the new subclass.
Titan feels amazing.
Okay. I
You
think
have
I
a
enjoying
lot of
Hunter.
mobility.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Hunter with Strand a little bit, but I think
Yes.
I still like Stasis way more.
So I tried to do the bonk build.
The
You
Bonk
know,
build?
do you know what the bonk build is? So as a Titan, you have your melee, which is a hammer, a fire hammer, and you
Yes.
throw it at people.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's Solar. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what the bonk build is basically you have your hammer and you build it around the grenades and then
Yeah.
the hammer, and then all you do is throw the hammer and it hits the ground first and then hits the enemy, and then if it hits the enemy it comes back to you, and so you can just constantly throw hammers. The biggest enemies I'm having problems with are the ones that throw like the flash grenade.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? It like
Mhm.
slows you and so on and so forth. It two shots them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
On
So I was
Legendary?
yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's definitely overpowered. I was playing around with it a little bit. I need to look into it a little bit more because there was one, I think it's one of the fragments. If if you kill somebody with, so say I throw my hammer away and it doesn't hit anybody, it won't come back to me. If I, it should be that if I finish somebody, then I get a majority of it back, but I don't get it back. So I need to look more into why I don't get that bar back. And that's the only like real standstill moment I've ever had with it, is that I don't get my hammer back as quickly because for whatever reason finishing doesn't actually do anything. But bonk build, it's funny, it's fun, love it.
Yeah, I really
Overpowered.
enjoyed Solar when I first started playing Titan. And
We
then I think I'm Arc on my Titan.
You Arc now?
I'm a Thunder Crash main. I'm Superman.
Thunder Crash. That's the one where you like Superman punch into people.
And I have the
I don't know.
exotic that makes it more powerful, so it just like one shot stuff.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They I don't know. Destiny 2 Lightfall. I play as a Titan. Good. I like it. It feels good. I mean, we've been playing around as stasis a stasis hunter and Titan, and we've been using the new bow that
It's
came
kind
out
of
with
insane, isn't it?
It's definitely insane. I call it, and then of course with stasis as a Titan, you kind of just you trump everywhere. You build a wall, everywhere you go, and so it's just and like there's one point where I mean Brandon can attest to it. I slammed down and he was standing right in front of me, and next thing you know, I created a maze around him. It's like playing Fortnite but with Destiny.
Dude, when you do that and I just do my like aspect ability and it just
Oh yeah.
blows everything up, like it's
I need to
insane.
see if there's another way for me to blow stuff up because I have to sprint and slide,
Yeah. Well,
and it's
there's other
hard.
aspects that we need to get. We need to complete the quest
Yeah,
line.
no.
It's just it's just
Well,
very grindy.
yeah, it's very grindy, but it's like it's hard for me to like sprint and slide every 5 seconds. Like I
Yeah,
just can't.
I only have to press X. I jump and press
Yeah,
X, jump
yeah.
X, and I can do it
I
over and
would
over and
love
over
to do
again.
that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but the whole Destiny 2 Lightfall experience has been good so far. Nothing too crazy has really happened. Yeah, it's a good time. I highly recommend picking up Destiny 2. Destiny like it was on Twitter. I forget. I needed to save it, but I forgot. It was like them tweeting out at someone that gave Destiny 2 Lightfall like a 5 out of 10, and they asked them like, "Oh, how much did you play of it?" And they were like, "Oh, like 3 hours." And they're like, "Really?"
It's really hard to listen to critics that review MMOs because that's the problem. It's
Yeah,
because you have to play the game for weeks before you can actually know if you like it or not. And unfortunately, Destiny is one of those MMOs that people will play for like a week and then they're like, "Oh, this is
drop.
new," and then they play and then they're like, "Oh, it's okay," and then they go back to their main game, Fortnite or any of the big ones, you know.
I don't know. Me and like tonight, Tuesday. Me and the boys are gonna play some Death or Call of Duty again,
Mm.
like multiplayer, just like private matches. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Who are you playing with?
Just some guys from work, and so every Tuesday, I guess they all hop on and they play some video games. And I'm gonna hop on tonight and play with them. See exactly what that's like. But
Just private
yeah, they
matches?
just private matches. I mean, gun game, customized gun game, dome
That
24/7,
that was my shit, dude. Not gun
dude.
game, gunfight. I played a lot of
Gunfight. Oh yeah,
gunfight.
1v1, 2v2s, 3v3s. There was that tower it was on Modern Warfare 3. There was a tower in the middle, and then you can go along the wall, or you can go down below in like the 4 quadrants, and then there was a wall all around, and you can get up on that wall too. I forget what that map was called. There was a church on one side, right next to the tower. Then the other side had two other buildings. There was a gap that you had to jump in the middle on the right hand side. Yeah, 1v1, 2v2s. Those were my jam. And then of course, I wish they had ranked 1v1 and ranked 2v2.
Yep.
Actually, do they have? Because they just came out with ranked play. Um, for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. But I'm wondering because they do have the 1v1s, 2v2s. I'm wondering if, which by the way, amazing. These are amazing bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, crimson, iridescent, and then top 250. I don't think they have. I don't think they have the 2v2, 3v3s as what is it called? Ranked. I wish they did. I wish they did. That would be dope. I would hit you up for some. Hey, you want to play some 2v2 COD, bro?
I'm actually looking to see how much I can get Modern Warfare 2 for.
Do you not have Modern Warfare 2?
No.
How much can you get for? Wait. Oh, it's because Warzone was free. That's why. Was DMZ free as well?
Yeah, because it's a part of Warzone.
Well. Yeah, they have because I know they have 2v2s and 3v3s. I like how some PC bundles are like different sites are
That's the same.
higher than the
It's
like higher yeah. Do they have Oh, they do.
cheapest place I can get it is Green Man for 8% off. 8%.
Hell yeah, bro. That's where it's at right there. How do I not have Oh, right here. Got it. I got it, don't worry guys. Yeah. Call of Duty. It's where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Tim recently, so I wanted to get back into Call of Duty. Dude, Tim, like I told you, man, Tim Tapman, he is the one and only streamer I ever want to meet. Like how that has wanted to like go and meet him somehow, some way. Tim, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna show up at your house.
Don't say that.
I know, I know. Sorry.
Are you're not going to
That's
TwitchCon this year, right?
uh-uh. I don't even know what the hell whether I'm gonna live here or not by the end of this year.
It's in Vegas.
What, TwitchCon's in Vegas? That's fucked.
Why?
Where is it at? Does it give you an address?
I think it's in the convention center in Vegas, like where SEMA and stuff is held.
I'm sorry, what was it?
The convention
Where
center?
where what is held?
SEMA?
Seaman?
Do you know what SEMA is?
Seaman, yeah.
Oh my god. SEMA's like a big car show where like all the major car
I'm not
like
gonna go
aftermarket
to
stuff goes
the
there.
Las Vegas one. I'm gonna go to TwitchCon Paris, bro.
You are?
No, fuck that. Why is there a legal note? Ugh. Let's make a reservation. Let's see. Check in. So let's do what days is it on? The 20th through the 22nd. Let's say you come in on Tuesday, you leave the next Tuesday, so that's a week long, one room, one guest search. Let's see what happens. How much is it gonna cost you? Wait, what? There's a hotel called the New York Hotel. Excalibur. Fuck yeah.
That's where I normally stay.
MGM. I've never been to Vegas.
You've never been to Vegas? Oh,
No.
shit.
The Hilton.
Jazz and I were just there in August.
For what?
Anniversary.
Oh. What's that like? We get it. You have a wife. God. Wait, you're gonna start talking about your fucking baby now too? Jesus.
What are you talking about? You're the one that brings the baby up.
Hey, don't talk about him like that. He has feelings too.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Nearest. Okay, where's this thing at, bro? I'm still on this, sorry.
You look it up how much TwitchCon tickets are?
Where's oh there it is. Wait,
Wait,
why
what?
is number 1, number 18 right next to each other? I'm so confused. I'm done. I'm done looking up this. I don't think they have TwitchCon release dates yet. Or not release dates. TwitchCon like continue how much the pricing is.
Mm. It's usually
You
pretty spendy, isn't it? It's like a few $100 for a
yeah,
ticket.
normally it's a few hundred for um
Do you think it's worth it? Like from
so
like
I
a
went to
channel,
TwitchCon 2016.
yeah,
Like from a channel perspective?
yes. Did you grow after
Yes and
TwitchCon?
no.
Okay.
I
Did
didn't do
you
it
didn't do
was
any
2016.
networking?
I didn't try.
Okay. Do you think like when you look at it from that perspective, right?
Yes and no.
If you like
Yes and
truly
no.
network, do you think you is it worth the few hundred?
I don't think I think it's worth it not because of the convention. I feel
Well, I
like
mean, yeah.
well, no. I feel like it's a way to bring all of the Twitch streamers together to not do things. I prefer to bring all Twitch streamers together and do things outside of the convention. I would set stuff up outside of the convention.
Well, I think a lot of people do.
And I think
And but
that's where it's worth it.
the convention is just there because that's how they generate revenue for everything. Like that cuz convention all conventions are is big retailers buying into it for marketing.
Yeah,
It's just a big marketing thing. That's all it is.
which is understandable. But as from a channel point of view, unless you are getting invited to TwitchCon, I don't think it's worth it. Unless you are going to TwitchCon and saying, "Hey, I'm an ambassador of Twitch," or "Hey, I am, doing something for Twitch."
Well, I know a lot of people who are signed with Twitch that don't like going to conventions because all it is is a meet and greet. That's all it is for them.
Realistically, yeah,
I know
that's
like
all,
Soda Pop and hates going to conventions.
dude. There was that guy that travels Tokyo, or travels somewhere in Japan, and he like went to hit the TwitchCon his meet and greet last year, and there was like one person in line.
Hmm.
But he's like a well-known Twitch streamer, and it was the funniest thing. And he got like a couple people, and then he left. He was like, "Man, that sucks." Well, probably paid.
Maybe he liked it that way. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I think as a low to growing Twitch stream, I would say if you can get into different sections of Twitch and say one person's holding hey, I Airbnb, I'm doing a cooking stream, you should come do that. Um uh go and hey, my Airbnb has a
If you
hot
have
tub.
so what you're saying is if you have like really good social skills and you're able to like get into circles, TwitchCon's worth it.
Yes, but 95% of people that are going to TwitchCon don't have the social skills.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I feel like from a streamer point of view, yes, it would be worth it to do stuff outside of TwitchCon. From a young man going into TwitchCon when I was 15, 16, I think that's when I met Zach there. But yeah, me and Zach met up there. And we did a couple of things, got some lunch, stuff like that. I mean, like, was it cool? Yeah, it was cool. But would I do it again as someone that isn't a streamer? No. It was something cool to experience. I didn't do any of the meet and greets. Like Doc was there. Who else was there? No, Doc wasn't there. Who was that? It was Future Man Gaming was there. Um, I forget who was popular back then. But yeah, like there
Does
was definitely
YouTube
like
have does YouTube have a convention for streamers?
I don't think that YouTube because it's not YouTube. It's not a YouTube convention. It's called oh, man, what is it called? It is called because I don't think VidCon. That's what it is. But it's not for streamers. Like
Mm.
it's for just YouTube as a whole. I think that they'll probably add a gaming section, sure. But like I remember, what I remember from when I went to TwitchCon, it was you formed a line, you entered. As you entered, it was to the left. There was an upstairs section. Upstairs was all the panels. Any and all panels you had were upstairs. I went to a couple of panels, stuff for like taxes and stuff because as I grew up, I wanted to be an accountant, so I wanted to see exactly what they had to say about taxes and whatnot. Um, which, by the way, it was a 1 hour panel. I think what they basically said, what all the streamers on the panel basically said was, "Oh, I hired someone to do my taxes," and that was it. And then they took questions, and then
Well,
most of them were like, "I don't know."
when you're making that kind of money, you probably should.
Yeah. They had another panel for like DIY stuff that I went to. It's actually pretty cool. Um, but they also show in that panel they showed a demonstration that the dude next to me got called up for, and he walked up there and he was like, "Oh hey, uh," because what was it? It was for I forget what it was for. Oh, it was keep talking, no one explodes. And it was two different versions of it where someone was like full on like, yes, this is this, this is this, this is this, and then they sat there and they took the like piece of paper in front of them away and was like, all right, now do it from what you just learned.
Mm.
And they basically showed like repetition is key, like that you keep going, and the more and more you learn, the more and more you can do it just off the top of your head, stuff like that. But I was like, oh, that was cool. And then downstairs was the whole expo. Downstairs was all video game stuff. It was all everything. The merch line was it went through the whole convention center at one point. I remember that. And then so it's weird. You walked in and from this wall all the way to this wall was different vendors, different everything. And in the back right corner, in the far back right corner, there was the meet and greet, and there was only like 5 people per day at this meet and greet. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But then there was a whole like show going on underneath them. Like there was it was pretty cool. So that from what I understood, they did the show, and then once they got off the show, they went and did their meet and greets,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty cool. And then I remember I did a shake weight competition. I got a free T-shirt. I think I
It
saw that
was that
T-shirt.
era.
It was that era. I need to try to find that video of me doing that shake weight competition. But yeah, I think I let the overview of everything. As a viewer going into it back then, not saying that because I haven't done any recently, it was definitely an experience to have. I would not go again, unless I went with friends. I think that's a big one. As a small content creator Yes, I would. I would go again, not for the convention. I would legitimately go and not buy convention tickets.
Gotcha.
If anything, I would rather do a stream around. What was it, Las Vegas? I would rather do a stream around Las Vegas than anything. What are you doing over there? What are you looking up?
I'm just looking to see how much tickets are.
I don't think they released ticket prices yet, have they?
Usually, TwitchCon tickets are $130 for the day.
And for 3 days, it's like 300,
$230.
230.
I mean, honestly, that's not that bad. Like to do like
Most of
some
the money
networking
is
and whatnot. Like
yeah.
most of the money's inside the convention. Yeah, for sure. Food and all that.
But like when I was in San Diego, dude, ugh, that was a nice hour flight. I was chilling. Like the flight was $100. The
I
room
mean,
was like
Las Vegas would be shorter for you.
what it?
Yup.
But because I'd be traveling what against the wind or traveling against fucking stop. I'll be
What does
traveling
the wind
against
have to do with it?
um
Wind can come from all directions, Mike.
stop it stop. That wasn't a just shut up for a second. Just just give me a second, man. All right.
Pretty much, Las Vegas is like horizontal to LA. It'd literally be like a 30, 50-minute flight for you at most.
Psych, it's an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, wait. How long is it to San Diego?
Let me check. I'm going against the wind.
I'm going against the wind, right? So it'd take longer. I mean, you're not wrong, but the wind isn't always going the same direction.
An hour and 25 minutes, nonstop.
Okay, so it's about the same.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. What did I just say? Yeah, it's about an hour and 30, hour 25, yeah. Oh man. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? Because when you go from like when I went from West Coast to East Coast, it took longer than me going East Coast to West Coast.
Same stops.
Same stops.
I mean, yeah, like flights aren't always going to be the same time, but
Which way does the Earth rotate?
clockwise, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
From the
Okay,
north
that's why. That's
to
why.
south
That's why.
pole.
It's not because of the. It's not because of the wind. It's because of the Earth's rotation.
Okay,
Did you see that?
I got you.
Okay.
It's not that much of a difference though when
Hey, Earth's rotation. Not because of wind.
you're like, I knew what I was saying, I just didn't know how to
I
say
knew
it.
what I was saying. I just didn't know. I hope. I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. We're gonna end it here before I lose my fucking mind. Bye.
Bye.